Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to the M4J network here on OpenTTD. Excuse me. That was a good start. Frog in the throat immediately. Welcome back to the M4J network. You might notice things look a little bit different, or at least I hope things look a little bit different. I hope the settings that I've tweaked have actually worked. Basically, I got a very, very good bit of constructive criticism last week after last week's video. Actually 2 weeks ago now, after 2 weeks ago's video, from a viewer asking about the resolution of the screen because some of the text was quite small to read. That is one of the reasons why the overview series hasn't come back yet, is because I did an hour-long recording of Munfingford Paragon Station for a video with the departure board up on the screen, and then realised you couldn't actually read it because the text was too small. So I've had to re-record that, which I haven't actually done yet, but I will re-record that, and then I'll do all the captions and everything, and that should go up. I don't really want to put a time frame on it, to be honest, because then people will start asking where it is. The series is coming back. Just bear that in mind. The series is coming back. Hopefully end of January, start of February, something like that, because I want to bulk record, and I was meant to do it over Christmas, but other things came up, which meant I couldn't. But yeah, I want to bulk record like 5 episodes in a row, and that'll see me through for the next 5 weeks. It is going to be a variation from the usual format as well as having I've forgotten all my words. As well as having trains being featured, there will also be stations where you'll just be watching a station, seeing all of the incomings and outgoings, where the trains come from, where it's going to. That's going to be a little bit harder to do with the captions because most of the money to actually check. So I think the plan for that, which I'm not particularly looking forward to, is imagine if I record from 12:30 to 1:30 and then I watch the station from 1:30 to 2:30 and try and match the two up, if that makes sense. So if a train arrives at X24 and leaves at X28 and is going in this particular direction in the second window that I watch, then I assume that's what it's doing in the first window as well. I believe that most of my services are hourly or half hourly. There may be one or two that are every other hour, which would be a little bit more difficult to work out. But I think it's doable. That's the main thing. I think it is, in fact, doable. Besides that, there will also be airports that we'll be watching, especially now we've got flights coming in and out, along with a few other things here and there as well. I'm open to suggestions, though. If you have any ideas for things you'd like to see, feel free to comment down below. Also, I had the options up on the screen here just so I can talk to you about the interface as well and the resolution. So I'm still playing the game in 4K, and I'm actually capturing it natively in OBS at 4K, but then I'm scaling it down in OBS to 1440. So I think it's like, is it 2580 by 1440, something like that, or 2880 by 1440. It's a 16:9 resolution ratio anyway, which is the same as what 4K is. So hopefully you guys can actually see the text and read the text a lot better. So I kind of put this up on the screen here as a test. I did originally scale this down to 1440, but it actually scales down my window, and every time I full screened it again, it went back to 4K. So I don't know about that. I also hope that the frame rate is going to remain stable, because I've never recorded at 1440 before. And I think that for now, at least, this is going to be exclusive to just this series. I have the capability to change the resolution of all my graphics to 1440 as well, if this is something you'd like to see more often across the entire channel, and I have the capability to do it. Please comment down below, and I'll see about upgrading all my videos to 1440 from now on. But yeah, for now at least, let's get into today's episode. So, what are we doing today? Well, between episodes, I actually got the Transrapid up and running. Here it is. So we now have Uber Express trains running between GSJ here and Gardcity, Fort Dronford. I did keep Fort Dronford as the destination. I know I talked about that. It was either last week or the week before. I decided that was the better option, was to just keep it at Fort Dronford with the new signal system. It works a lot better now. So that's what I've stuck with. And yeah, the trains run via Renston Interchange. In fact, there's one that runs direct between GSJ and Fort Dronford. There's one that runs via Brenfingley Estrella, and then there's one that stops at Renston, Actually, I think the Brenfingley one also stops at Fort Bredborough, Celestial Airport as well. And then there's one that stops at every station. So Renston, Bruntberg Springs, also Brenfingley, Australia, Bruntberg Springs Airport, Fort Bredborough, and then Fort Dronford. So they're not profitable. They're not making me any money whatsoever. In fact, I think pretty much every single one of these trains is losing money, which means I don't actually know what that means. Something's not right. I'd like it to start making money. I think the problem is the trains don't run full. I thought there was high demand for moving between Gardcity and Gardcity, but apparently not. Maybe it's just not had a chance to catch up yet. I don't know. Anyway, we're not worried about that right now. Today, we are looking at watercraft. Ships, boats, water taxis, water buses, whatever you want to call them. We're going to be looking at those. Specifically, we're going to be working in the Gardcity area, getting boats up and running and operational. So I did have an idea to actually start planning out services, but in typical M4J fashion, I didn't do it. So we're going to do it now, and we're going to have a look at the kind of services that we could offer. This is going to be quite fun in many regards, because when you're doing airports, as I discovered last week and the week before, you're very limited by range. When you're doing roads, you're very limited by, you want to transfer as many people as short a distance as quickly as possible, because buses and even trams, the capacity isn't great. So you kind of want to make the most of what you've got whilst you've got it, if that makes sense. Trains, you're limited by the rails. You're also limited by capacity, things like that. Boats, you can pretty much have as many as you like, running wherever you like. You're not very limited. You are limited by distance still, which is why we have all these buoys littered around the place. There's a twofer reason behind that. One is for wayfinding, obviously, and the other reason is so that you may actually have boats running besides each other and not through each other. Besides, that's not the word I was looking for. Beside each other, no S. Rather than through each other. So in this case, we're in the UK, so running on the left, which I think is still the... I mean, I have seen boats in London on the right-hand side, which to me just feels wrong. But I don't know. Apparently that's a thing. Anyway, so in the service schedules, you can check it out. Link is in the description. I'm going to set up a new tab, and I'm going to call it Gardcity. I'm just going to call it boats for now. And then I'm going to go through and... oh, I'm clicking all the wrong things. I'm going to go through and I'm going to wipe all this stuff out that I already had in here. And we're going to start from scratch. So, yeah, the idea is to have kind of utilize Guard Lake a lot more and have water taxis and water buses pretty much run from one side of the lake to the other. One sec. I keep forgetting about my microphone. I was talking to myself on the other side of my desk there. You probably didn't hear any of that. So yeah, the idea is to have utilize the lake as much as possible, to have as many services running as possible across the lake, around the lake. We're going to have a clock face service as well. So one that starts pretty much at the top of the lake and works all its way around. The two rivers, Guard River, that one runs through. We're going to try and utilize that as well. And we might even build some new docks across the map in and around... oh god, just dropped my phone. In and around Gardcity. And we're going to set up some boundaries as well, because the idea is this franchise will get claimed one day. So this is probably going to be the biggest boat franchise. So I'd like to think it'll be quite a desirable commodity, but you never know in this day and age. Something else I wanted to say quickly about the Transrapid as well is it's a little bit clogged here. We only have 5 platforms at each end. So I might take the direct service and actually start it in Bar City and then bring it to here and then back. Because at the moment every single Transrapid service stops here twice and that clogs it up as well. So I'm going to unclog it by doing that. I just wanted to test to see if Transrapid was viable. I think there is still potential there, We just need to connect up some of the stations still and get more passengers moving. The capacity of the train is actually quite high. You can see they're only 4 tiles long instead of 6. And right now, they can hold 752 passengers. So if we get a full load, they are the fastest vehicles on rails right now as well. They are the fastest vehicles that don't fly, basically. So that's worth utilising. Right, we're going to go into this. We're also going to open this. Pin both of these. So yeah, the plan is to try and get ships profitable as well. I think there's a potential for ships to earn just as much money as buses and trams, if not more. So most of my trains now are actually making money as well. I think overall trains are making a loss again because the Transrapid is actually cancelling out all the good stuff that the other trains are doing. If I show you, I know we are actually making money. That's good. We're making a lot of money. Aircraft, not so much. Still need to look at that. I think again it's to do with waiting times. Road vehicles, still not quite, but we're getting there. But let's not focus on that. We're going to focus on this. So Gardcity, Gardcity Waterways. That's a much better name. That's a much better name. Okay, so we're going to start off with some basic ones. So, for example, GSP over here on the east side of Guard Lake, over to, is it this one? Yeah, Pier 12. So, Gardcity, St. Peter. And Pier 12. We only need one gap. I need to move my phone because it is right in the way. I'm expecting a phone call. That's why I have my phone like in an action position. But yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be getting a phone call anytime soon. Right, so service classification ID. Now I have no idea what that actually entails for boats. I know they do have classifications. Every vehicle has a classification of some kind, but I don't know what that is for the. I could just do route numbers, I suppose, rather than classification. There we go. So route number. Actually, I might even do this as Pier 12 to Gardcity. Oh God. St. Peter. There we go, and the gap at the bottom. Franchise operator, Gardcity Waterways. Let me just set this up as well. Actually, there's a much faster way of doing this. These spreadsheets, they can be an absolute blessing or an absolute curse, depending on your mindset. There we go. Right, Gardcity Waterways. Route number, I'll come back to that. I'll sort that out in a minute. But yeah, basically I want to select all of these boats that we have here currently, and I want to get rid of them all. And we'll start again. And pretty much these piers that we've got here, I think there's, what, 5 of them? Maybe 6. There might be a hidden one up here. They're going to form the basic backbone of our waterways system. So most services will start and end at one of these piers. A couple of them are also connected to railway stations. Not all of them. I think some of them are connected to buses as well. There's a lot of boats. There we go. Right. So we're going to go... What have we got? We've got this one here. GSP to Guard Lake. I'm going to change this so you are... Let's call you GW01. And you're going to be Pier 12 to GSP. So Gardcity Waterways 01. I think that's how I'm going to organise these. Cool. And then we're going to get a vehicle. So this one here looks fine. I think to start with, we're going to flood Pier 12. Mainly because it's connected to rail, which makes it much more viable, much more desirable. I think there is it this one here as well? Yeah, Pier 39 is also connected. They're both connected to the HLR, so they're not like, you know, high demand rail, although the HLR is going to get overhauled. I might even do that after this, in fact, because the HLR is quite easy to redo, because a lot of it is, well, all of it is segregated from the rest of the network. So yeah, let's go with, I want something with relatively high capacity, but not ridiculous. But also, like, I mean, a catamaran is way too fast for this. Hydrofoil? What year were you introduced? 1975. And you go quite fast, actually. We could just go with the ferry. Could just go, it's a vehicle ferry. Holds 218 passengers, goes 15 miles an hour. That's actually pretty good for what I'm looking for right now. So we're going to go with you, ship number 1. And you are technically ungrouped, and you're going to go into there. Now these are the reason why we're losing so much money. I'm going to completely redo the ships. I did it as a demonstration, but I demonstrated it very, very badly. So that's going to get a complete overhaul as well, believe me. Right, so you're going to go to this here, and then you're going to go dut, and then in the middle of all... Oh, you're Pier 7. Yeah, you know, you're not the right one. Try that again. This one's Pier 12. Whoops. Yeah, we will try that again. So it was just the rudimentary vehicle ferry that we selected. That one. So I'm already, as I'm doing this, I'm having a look at what else we could do once we've done this. So the circular one might be the next one we do. So from here you go over to GSP. GSJ. I've been putting GSP all this time. It's not. It's GSJ. I'm an idiot. Right, your service. This is going to be quite easy to do. I mean, how long would you have a ferry wait for? In real life, like the Isle of Wight ferries, they tend to sit around for about an hour before they leave. But we're not going to have that, because this ship's going to make no money if we did that. Let me just change basically everything. There we go. I can sleep tonight now. Right. You're then going to be dragged in like so. I think like 15 minutes should be long enough. When we come back here, we can stop for 10. I think that's pretty good. Top speed of the ship, I mean, I'm just going to set this to like 30. Just have the speed limit in and around Guard Lake be 30 miles an hour. Or 30 knots. Knots are not the same as miles an hour, though. Something to remember. Not quite. How regularly do we want these things to go across? I think every half an hour. I think that's pretty good. Delay 20 minutes. I need to come up with a number between 1 and 15. Let's go 14. Let's go 514, 544. The good thing about this is I should only have to really do this once. Setting up scheduled dispatch. I had someone ask me recently for... There was a document that was written by the creator of scheduled dispatch about how to use it. Which I did kind of use initially when I first started using it. But it's so outdated now that I wouldn't recommend using it as a reliable source of information for how to use scheduled dispatch. I think the best way to do it is just to watch videos of other people using it. So as bad as that sounds, because I'm basically promoting my own videos now, but for example right now, if you're watching this video, you're probably getting a better idea of how scheduled dispatch works from watching this than you would from reading that guide, because it's just not up to date anymore. There's a lot of features that aren't the same. There's a lot of features that have changed, and it's trickier, shall we say, trickier to interpret it. I'm having real trouble like building and talking at the same time today. I was getting quite good at it before Christmas, and I take 2 weeks off, and now I can't speak anymore. 1744. If people want me to do a tutorial on scheduled dispatch, or at least how I use it, and I always cover my own backside by saying that, I can't promise that I'm going to be the fountain of knowledge that you might be looking for, but I can tell you how I use it, and it works very, very well the way I use it. It means the M4J network runs without too many hitches. There are still some. Platforms might get full, stations might get blocked. Charwood is proving a particular issue right now, but that might just be because I didn't measure the distances very well when I set up the Southwestern services. The GWR ones work quite well on their own, and then I put the Southwestern ones in and kind of mucked it up a bit. But yeah, if you want to see tutorials, let me know. I'll try and do them for you. I'm actually going to have this service run through the night, but hourly. So 0014 and then 114, 214, 314 and 414. There we go. So this is now set up and is ready to go. So that's GW01. And we'll watch that fill up, or I'll watch that fill up after. And we'll see how that goes. So that's the circular, well, it's not the circular one, sorry, it's the back and forth one. So you can imagine somewhere over here there'll be a little car park. You wait there, you drive onto the ferry, it brings you across to Pier 12, and then you drive off again and you head on your way. You could just drive around the lake, but where's the fun in that? I was just thinking maybe I could use it somewhere else, but maybe not. Yeah, this waterway up here has never been connected up before. Or at least it wasn't when I last did the ships. So I think I will have a service that runs up as far up as Leyhill up here, and then runs back into the centre of the city again. We're obviously going to have barges and stuff come up here in the future. So that's where the waterway comes in handy as well. I might need buoys for this. I could do it quite lazily to start with though. I really want to put a dock here. I think I'm going to do that. Ooh, not there. There. This is where I find out Queen's Park still hate me. Yeah. Yeah, they still hate me. I mean, why would they like me? It's not like I've given them an incredibly reliable train service or anything. Local authority, and we're just going to bribe the absolute hell out of them. There we go. And now I can stick you. So you are Queen's Park Station, aren't you? There we are. Yeah, cool. Right. I need to get up station names for this. Because, yeah, we've got Rindingwell Pier, then we got Monston Pier. And the idea is to kind of have it like hop backwards and forwards across the road several times throughout the journey. So I think I might put another one. I could put one on the corner here. I might have to set it back slightly if I'm going to do that. Right there. Wait for the water to come in. Again, this kind of feels a bit slapdash and a bit like half-assed, but I can assure you I did actually put some thought into this at one point. So this is gonna be, is this gonna be Ringfingford Pier? I might even put one down here connecting up with Waterways. HLR or rivers. Actually, rivers might be a better one. Maybe I'll take out Rinfing for pier and just have it go to rivers. So if I do a little bit more terraforming there and then lower this down. Okay, I think it's just going to go in this gap here. We'll build, still can't speak. We'll build like a bus station here as well. Come on, game. I need that tile to fill with water. Literally this one here. So I can't build it otherwise. There we go. Rivers. Done. And then from rivers, maybe it will come down this way to junction. Or actually Colonel Way might get renamed. So if I did this, then I could in theory do this. Then I believe I could build it under there. Will that fit? No, the bridge is in the way. That's annoying. Alright, hang on. I can make this work. I can and I will. Do it like that. And then bulldoze you, and I'll just lower the land there and there. Like so, and like so. And then eventually when this fills in, this is going to be my route 2, I think, up to Ley Hill. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense in my head anyway. Might not make sense in everyone's head. It works for me. This can get it will get improved and refined over the months, I'm sure. But right now, it makes sense. So you can imagine it's basically doing an out and back. So it will stop at each of these stops twice along the way. So for now, oh, Bryn Hatton don't like me now. Excuse me, I'm just gonna have to do some bribing. This will be where this fails. I think does very poor work, or does it have to be just no? Always looking for a handout. Always looking for a handout. There we go. Colonel Way. I'm then going to get rid of these. Pretty much all of these. I might build some back in the future, but right now I just want them out of the way. The harbours here I'm actually going to keep, because that will be quite handy to have. Although I am going to replace this one with a pier. Like so. And then from here it will then loop up and around into this river section. And will... Where is the ton of... So Ley Hill love me. Everyone else take note. Ley Hill love me. Although they might not once I've finished with this. So yeah, this here is actually where the level of the water will change. It will climb up. Like so. And I'll put in... Can I not put in river? I might just make this canal then, this bit. Or I'll just do this. That's probably easier, in fact. I'm going to have to get rid of that bit as well. Actually, no, I think this should still be lowered. I think that should still be lowered. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. But yeah, this section here is going to be where the dock goes. Like so. Because it's literally opposite Ley Hill Station. Come on, game. Nice and quick. Got to wait for it to all flood. So I can start mapping out the route. So imagine this in reverse, basically. It'll go from Lay Hill to Lay Hill Fishing Harbour. I feel like there should be something over here, but there really can't be because there's nothing to connect it to. And I'm not going to build a new station just for that. So it'll be Lay Hill. Actually, I could come down here. I don't see the benefit. If I could connect these two bits together, that could be something we work on. But again, maybe not right now. I don't know. For now, at least, I'm just going to go Lay Hill Fishing Harbour, Colonel Way, Rivers, Queen's Park, Rindingwell Pier, Monston Pier, Monston Docks, and then under here to Rubringa Riverside, and then I think we're going to skip East Bank and maybe just go across to, I think from Rubringa we might just go Riverside Pier and then up to one of the piers again, maybe Pier 7 this time. Although Pier 12 again is better because it connects with the rail. But we've connected with the HLR in other places, so maybe just Pier 7. I think that works. Yeah, I think I like that more. Right, we can put the dock in now. Lay Hill. Okay, so let's start at Pier 7. Just going to copy and paste this across. So you're going to be GW02. And you're going to go Pier 7. And then I think the next stop after Pier 7 is going to be Riverside Pier. And then from Riverside, we're going to go to Rubringa. And then Monston Docks. I think we're going to skip out, actually, Monston Pier. So the next one will be Rindingwell Pier. Like so. And then Queen's Park. And then Rivers. Oh, no, not Riverside Pier, just Rivers. And then Colonel Way. Lay Hill Fishing Harbour. And then Lay Hill. But not Fishing Harbour. Alright, one gap there, and this one's ready to set up as well. So for this one, let's have a look. So I think already this boat here, I'm actually going to move to one of these upper. So I think the way this is going to work is each area of the city will have its own like base for shipping. So for example, where's a good example? So I mean these 5 piers here could well be combined into one single hub, and that can be the piers section of the city. Guard Lake could also be a hub, I suppose. Riverside Pier is going to be a hub. And in fact, GW03, I've already decided where that's going to go. That's going to go from Riverside over to East Bank. And that's going to be a ferry service as well, so we'll come to that in a second. But yeah, I think each one of these needs to be allocated. So this depot here, Docklands Ship Depot number 4, I'm actually going to rename you to Piers Dock. So all the ships that start and finish at piers will come from this dock, this depot, whatever you want to call it. So you're not going to go from there, you're going to go from there. And you're going to be service. And here your waiting time is going to be 60 minutes. Lock. And oh, excuse me, sneezing. Oh, and again. Wow. You might be thinking, Mark, your sneeze sounds a bit weird, but trust me, if you heard my sneeze, it's incredibly loud. So Piers Dock is... Actually, I don't need this one pinned. I'm just going to put a random dock somewhere else. Maybe like over here. I might dress it up in the future and make it look nice. But this is just going to be the purchase dock. So I'll name you purchase dock, just so I can sort of establish what's what, basically. Alright, pin you as well. So we've got GW01. I'm now going to do GW02, which is Pier 7 to... Is it... Oh, hang on. I'll get the station code for Leyhill. Where's my cursor? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, come on. Google. I know there's thousands of lines that it has to load here, but it goes so slow. Oh, it is literally LHL. I nearly did LHL, but I thought that wasn't it. There we go. And then we're going to clone. Actually, no, we're not going to clone. We're going to get a... something with some capacity, but is also quite fast. The hovercraft isn't the worst thing in the world. 1969, so you're within the right year. The hydrofoil as well. I like the idea of the Pegwell Super 4 hovercraft. 400 passengers. Maybe it's too much. Might be too much. I mean, just a passenger ferry would work. 500 passengers, but it only goes 20 miles an hour. Or this one. I mean, that's huge. A smaller ferry that goes faster. That'll work. The FFP. We can set it up to start with. If we have to change it in the future, we'll change it. But for now, I think that's fine. So you're going to go to the Piers Dock, and then you're going to go Piers 7 twice. That one, of course, is going to be unload. No loading. You're also going to be service. And then, what was it? Piers 7, then Riverside. All the way down here. We are skipping out Guard Lake. Should we be skipping? No, I think we should actually stop at Guard Lake. I am going to add Guard Lake. So after Pier 7. Guard Lake. and just redo that. There we go. So Guard Lake, Riverside Pier, then excuse me, sniffing as well. I think I've got hay fever in January, which is ridiculous, but I just have this like tickling feeling in my nose. It's nothing serious. I'm not ill, don't worry. Monston Docks, Rindingwell Pier, and then Queen's Park, Rivers, Colonel Way, and then Ley Hill Fishing Harbour, and then Ley Hill. Now already I've messed up. Yeah, already I've messed up. Hang on. Because what I was meant to do is copy this to begin with, and then do this. The reason I'm doing this is so that when I go into this, I have all the numbers already in place. So we'll come back to you. Right, service at Piers Dock. Try again, shall we? Then we're going to go Piers 7. You're going to be unload, no loading. Then we're going to head over to Guard Lake. Then we're going to head to Riverside. Then we're going to go to Rubringer, Monston, Rindingwell, Queen's Park, then Rivers, Colonel Way, Ley Hill Fishing Harbour, and then finally Ley Hill. The overground will get redone as well. Just thinking about Ley Hill, with more services added too. Right now I'm just procrastinating it, really. It should have been done ages ago, but I'm just being lazy. Right, this is all now set up. Everything there is done, configured as well. Good stuff. I can now close this window, move you over here, turn off automate for a second, because I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with 5 minutes as the default here. Obviously 60 for the depot, and I think I'm going to do 10 at Pier 7 and 10 at Ley Hill, but leave the rest at 5, including the unload. So we're going to pin you, automate, and then the speed limit is going to be set to 30. There. And then, oh, not for you, sorry, for scheduled dispatch, I'm going to offset the time by 7. There we go. Alrighty. So the next one I'm going to do, very quickly, I think I'm going to do 2 more. This next one's very, very easy. It's literally Riverside to East Bank. So let's go with, if this is the Piers Dock, this one here I think is going to be a Riverside. Actually no, that's really dumb. This bottom one. Oh, it's tricky. What hubs are we going to have? That's the question. So I think Guard Lake is going to be the next one. So this one here is going to be Guard Lake. Guard Lake Dock. That's going to be like the next big hub. I think St. John, GSJ, is also going to have one. GSJ Dock. I was going to do one for St. Peter as well, but I don't think I will, given where it is. It's literally crammed here. So it doesn't make much sense. Same with Bankside. It doesn't really work. Unless I remove this suspension bridge and I put an extra dock in there. Which I could do, in theory. Or put them right next to each other. I don't know. I might come back to that. So what have we got? We've got Piers, Guard Lake, GSJ. This one here is going to be Riverside. And I'm going to do that so I can get this next one working, which is going to be another... actually, for this, I'm just going to clone you. I'm going to pin you and bring you down here. So you're going to be GW03. Which is Riverside, which I think has a station code. Riverside Pier, which is RIP. No one's died. 2, East Bank, which again I think has... yeah, ESB. Rib to Esba. Also, I didn't move... yeah. Let's move you into GW02 and then you into GW03. Cool. So, you... in fact, none of this is going to be the same. We're just using it for scheduled dispatch, which I think I've still got. So, you're going to go from this one here. And then you're going to go down to Riverside Pier. 1, 2. And then over to East Bank. Unload. No loading. And service. Into the timetable. Yeah, you're not happy at the moment. That's fine. Fix that now. So you're going to be 15. Apart from this one, which is going to be 60. And this one, which is going to be 10. Lock. Automate. And then scheduled dispatch. Let's do... not 17. 13. As the offset. There we go. And again, pretty much all these services are going to run through the night as well. I'm fine with that. No problem there. Now, the last one, I think, is going to start at Guard Lake. And is going to come down and round this way. And up here. Now, this is going to be a longer distance service. Which is why we're going to use the boys. Because this, I think, is actually... is it going to come this way? Yeah. I think this one's actually going to terminate over here at Flarfingford and finally give this station a reason to exist. Because we have got some buildings here. It says accepts nothing, which is weird because I'm pretty sure the catchment area covers these two houses here. But I guess not. So this is going to be a longer distance ship. Something like this maybe, or something like this. I mean, what's the running cost of these? 1.8 million a year. That's quite expensive. I might go with something like a hydrofoil then. Still 1.5 million, but they're faster. And I just have a feeling they'll be cheaper. Let's map out the service first. So basically, you're going to start at Guard Lake. Let's go GW04. Guard Lake. And then you're going to go to... probably... oh, do I want to go to Bankside? No, I think GSP is going to be the next stop. Like so. And then after GSP... Genford North. I could, in theory, connect this up. It would have to connect to the HLR station. But I'm pretty sure I could go like that. Get rid of you. And then go up. Like this. And like that. So it would come in and then out. That could work. I'm quite happy with that. Proof of concept, at least. And we'll turn this into like a feature island of some sort. Might even give it a name. If anyone wants to name it, feel free to comment down below. We'll wait for this to fill up. So, Genford North will be the next stop. Assuming they like me enough to actually let me do it, of course. And then after Genford, I think... So Menwell City is here. But they really don't like me right now. And I'm not surprised. I think a dock over here. Lenfingway. And then maybe one down here at Buntown. Or Fort Wadston. Fort Wadston looks like a good place to build a dock. They like me as well. Or at least they haven't had the opportunity to dislike me yet. I think that's a better, more accurate description of the situation. They haven't had a chance to hate me yet. So we'll go Fort Wadston docks. I think I will have one here at Lenningway. But they have had ample opportunity to hate me, and boy do they. So I think this is going to become part of the river. And I might put the dock here on the corner. I would like to link it up to the railway. It's not really going to work though, is it? I mean, could we in theory go straight from Genford over to Fort Wadston? And then from Fort Wadston straight over the hill to Flarfingford? It's doable. We'll try it. I can always add extra stops if necessary. So from Genford, we're going to follow the river round to Fort Wadston. Docks. And then from Fort Wadston, up and over the hill to Flarfingford. Docks. Okay. Leave a gap. I might do one more quick one after this as well. I know we're getting up to the hour, and I try not to make these episodes too long, but I always fail. Always fail. Let's just copy from you just so I get the scheduled dispatch. And then literally just delete all of this. Back over here, please. So we're going to go from, I think, is it the third one? Yeah. No, that's GSJ. Second one. Yeah, Guard Lake. And then Guard Lake twice. You're going to be service. You're going to be unload. No loading. Okay, and then from Guard Lake, we're going to go to GSP. So for this, we're going to go there, 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 there. Can I get the waypoints up as well? Yeah, I thought I'd missed one. There, there. This kind of works for wayfinding. Kinda Kinda. And then GSP. So I think I will go there. I know this seems a bit ridiculous, but if I can make it so that ships actually run in a nice order, then I'd say this was worth it. But I can't control what they do between each one. They probably will just drift to the side anyway. So after GSP, the next one is Genford North. So we've got quite a bit of waypointing to do here. Speed limits are going to be a bit more fun here as well, for reasons which you'll see in a second. Maybe this will be the last one. I will do the circular one off camera, and I'll show you it next episode. I think that'll work better. So from... Oh, I didn't actually build it. They're not just going to let me place it, are they? Oh, they are! Wow. And just as I do that, I realise that I should probably put like a road or something between. Genford North. There we go. So here, you're going to go there, and then there, there. I don't know if you guys remember the episode where I built the Grand Canal, as it was. I named all these waypoints in that video. It took me 2.5, 3 hours, and most of that was just naming. I did it on my laptop as well. This was before I switched to the new PC. God, that was a painful experience. So yeah, after Genford, the next one is Fort Wadston. This we'll come back to Lenfingway. If I can find a way to extend the river here under the bridge to Lenfingway Central, then I might end up doing that. We'll see. I might even end up accidentally hitting the order limit with this. Also, I have no idea what the frame rate's doing right now. It might be going really well, it might be going terribly. Right. So you're going to go that. And then between the two Fort Wadstons, we're going to go there. There, and there. I really hope this works how I want it to, otherwise I've just wasted so much time building this. There. And I think I'm just going to go there. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Okay, timetable. So I think each stop here is probably going to be 10 minutes rather than 5. Apart from the top one here, which is going to be 60. I think Guard Lake we're going to stop for 20. How big is this craft again? 240. So yeah, I think 20 minutes is fine. Oh my god. Right the way down to Flarfingford, where we're also going to wait for 20. Actually, I'm really tempted to extend this further and have this be the first boat that goes to the airport. I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that. So you're going to be Gardcity, Great Windfield Airport. Do the old wrap. There we go. I'm not going to start wrapping, don't worry. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming here as well. So I think from... So this is going to change slightly. Where's Flarfingford Docks? There we go. So you're not going to be south entry after that. You're going to be north exit. Like that. And then after flathing for docks, going to add another one. Like so. And then we're going to go... I thought I had waypoints here too. No, maybe not. I'm going to try and reach over here anyway. Like so. Okay. So now you're just going to be 10. This one here is just going to be 10. But this one here is going to be 20. As for the speed limits, let's lock those in place. As for the speed limits, I'm going to do 50 as the main speed limit, but in and around Gardcity, it's going to be 30. So that involves changing a lot of these. 30, 30, 30. So at what point? I think once we get on the river, maybe. So let's have a look. I think once we get out of Genford and we hit the Guard River, West Boy 11, that could be when we start to speed up. So wherever Genford is, let me know that as well. Should I be saying Genford or Genford? I mean, I know I built it, so really it should be my choice, but I don't know many places. Like Guildford, for example, it's a hard G. Same with Greenwich. But yeah. Let me know. Should I be saying Genford or Genford? Mind you, you wouldn't say Greenwich, would you? That just sounds weird. Sounds like it's a G rather than a... Sounds like it's a D rather than a G. Also, I'm regretting all my life decisions, because where is... Genford's there. Oh, Christ. It'll be worth it when it's done. 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 30. That's what I tell myself. The whole time I'm doing speed limits and stuff, I'm just whispering to myself, it'll be worth it when it's done. I'm really not looking forward to doing the overground. It's going to be so tricky. Like, some of it's going to be really easy, but then on the loop, there's going to be a few signals, like here at Krypton's Cross, slowing it down from like 40 to 30 maybe as you go around this bend, maybe even 20. But the sections where it joins up with the metro / underground, that's where it's going to be troublesome. Where it joins up with the main line, especially through Shoreham, that's pretty much done, so I'm quite happy with that. But it's the rest of it. Alright, so that's the top bit done. We're going to do the bottom bit now as well, just so it's done. And then I'm going to do the bit between the locks, which actually I might do off camera. I might just end the episode after this. Again, I try and keep these episodes short. I lose track of time. Oh, God. I lose track of time. I know most people want these episodes. They want the time-lapse ones to be roughly between 20 and 30 minutes. And then these ones between 30 and 45. Seems to be the general consensus. So I'm not trying to hold you guys hostage or anything when I keep you here for ages, but yeah, it just ends up happening, I think. 30. I really hope these make money now as well, otherwise I'm going to be not very happy. The idea really is you're meant to have your buses feed the next slowest, which I think would be trams, and then your trams feeding the next slowest, which would be probably ferries, in fact. And it's meant to build up from that, and then eventually you have aircraft. So you'll have like your trains feeding your aircraft. But because of the way this network is set up, it's supposed to be based on reality, and therefore, you know, you don't... I mean, of course, you do have buses and trains and things feeding aircraft, but people in real life have more cognitive choice. than in the game. So in the game, they're just looking for the quickest way, whereas in real life, you might look for the cheapest way, or you might look for the most scenic way, depending on what your preferences are. So yeah, what I mean by the locks is when you get to here, it will go from 50 miles an hour down to 30 as you go up and over the locks, and then once you get back down to here again, it'll go back up to 50. But I'm not going to do that on camera because you can see how many locks and things there are. So what I am going to do instead is end the episode here, guys. So let me know what you think about boats. Some people are interested in them. I'm kind of interested in them. So there's that. But yeah, the network is growing. That's where I'm going with this sentence. The network is growing. We're starting to add more and more modes of transport to the network, and that includes things like boats. So I've wanted to get boats in for a long time. That's why I built stations like Flarfingford Docks, which originally were basically in the middle of nowhere, but these two towns have kind of combined and grown out, because Flarfingford itself is here, and that's Flarfingford Docks. So even though Great Huntingly, I guess, or maybe Trunley Market, one of these towns has grown out and started to cover the docks, it is still actually Flarfingford that it's named after. I will eventually build a road from Flarfingford, fill this gap here, and then build the road across and actually connect up to the docks properly there as well. But I'm not going to worry about that right now because, as I said, I'm going to win the episode. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And, of course, if you're enjoying the series so far, drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.